Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
There's only certain people that watch my kids. Arthur is the one that usually watches my kids as well. Arthur is my son's father. 4, 6. I got 2 6-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
And I don't have the patience.
Not even for a few hours?
This is the plaintiff, Letitia Slay. She says the defendant tossed her car keys out of a 5th-floor window. They landed on the street and her remote starter broke. She couldn't even operate her vehicle because it wasn't an easy fix. She had to have her car towed to get the auto start disabled so she could drive, and is now suing for the $652 it's going to cost to properly fix her car. This is the defendant, William Green. He says the plaintiff's friend told him to toss him the keys to the car because he had to go pick her up. He doesn't even know the car had a remote starter and doesn't feel it's his fault because it broke, because it was the plaintiff's friend who told him to throw the keys in the first place. He's accused of having bad aim. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $40 for babysitting.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Letitia Slay, you are suing William Green for $652 that you say he should pay you because he damaged your remote starter by throwing your keys out the window. You are counterclaiming against her babysitting fees of $40 that you say she owes you and refused to pay. What happened?
Okay, first of all, Your Honor, I would like to say that I'm very loud, so please don't get mad at me.
I'm very loud, too. So, I wish I'm just fine. Everybody's going to hear everybody else.
And also, we are related because my son is his nephew, and that's his aunt. Okay,
My son is his nephew.
His cousin.
His cousin and his aunt. Okay, I'm nervous.
Okay, all right, so go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, they're very familiar with my vehicle because I lend them my vehicle anytime they need to go to the store, anything they need to do, I will lend them my vehicle. So they know my car has a remote starter. Because of my issues with my health, I need the remote starter because, the shoulder and the cold. So I got
So that you can actually start it from the 2nd floor and it'll be heating up?
Yeah, the heat up in the whole
From
nine.
whatever floor, and then 5th floor you're on?
Yes.
And then, okay, so go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, I actually was in the hospital July the 10th. Okay, so I had to get somebody to actually drive me to an arbitration, which I was going to because I was in 2 car accidents. So we was at the arbitration, and when the arbitration was over, I called home and I said to my designated driver, Manny, tell my son Joseph to go upstairs, get the keys, because I told Manny to take the keys when he goes back after dropping us off, park the car back in my lot, give the keys to my son so he can take them upstairs so won't nothing happen to my car while I'm in the city. William was watching my kids. I asked William to watch my kids, and I would pay him for babysitting so I can go to the arbitration. So let me make that clear as well.
Okay.
So when Joseph called upstairs to tell Will he was on his way upstairs to get the keys.
Who is Joan?
My son.
Okay.
My son.
Got it.
One of them. Yeah, I have 6 kids. 9, actually. But Joseph is the one that went upstairs, called upstairs to tell him that he was on his way to get the keys to bring downstairs to Manny, who was outside.
Yeah.
So, first of all, the issue that I have is that he was asked to watch my kids. He had no reason touching my keys.
What happened with the keys and the call and them picking up the keys? What happened?
Well, when I was upstairs, and I threw him out the window, I thought he was gonna catch him.
Wait, who told you to throw him out the window?
Manny.
Manny did. And where was her son?
He was outside. I ain't
With
him
Manny?
upstairs. No, Manny by himself.
Where was he? Manny was by himself.
Yeah.
Where was the son then, Jonah?
I ain't see him.
He wasn't there to pick up the keys?
No, I ain't see him.
And how did you happen to come to the window to drop keys off? How did that happen?
I threw him out the window.
No, what made you go to the window with keys in your hand? How did that come up? Did he call you?
He called me up.
What did he say to you on the
He told me
phone?
to throw the keys out. He was
Wait,
gonna catch it.
back it up. Tell me what he said to you on the phone.
No, he didn't call me on the phone. He called me out the window.
Oh, you heard your name?
Yeah.
So you walk up to the window, and Manny's out there, and what does Manny say?
He told me to toss out the window because he's
Why
gonna catch
can't Manny
it.
come up and get him?
I don't know.
I mean, didn't you say, why don't you just come up and get him? Yeah.
Because I told Manny, do not go to my house. Let my son go upstairs.
Yeah, but your son, according to him, your son wasn't. Where's your son here to testify right now? You know? So according to you, Manny yells up, what's he call you? William. And then you go to the window, and Manny says what?
Toss out the window. He's gonna catch it. I didn't know the motor control was gonna break.
5 stories down, you toss keys?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So is the defendant responsible for throwing the keys 5 stories up?
I think he is responsible because you should think about those things before you take the risk.
Well, but the plaintiff's friend said throw the keys. Does that somehow get the defendant out from under this?
No, if the plaintiff's friend had said jump, would he have jumped? I mean, seriously.
Oh my God, that was perfect. That was perfect.
I agree.
So if somebody says do it, doesn't mean that you're not responsible if you do.
Right.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Who are you?
I'm his mother.
Okay.
I'm his mother. I hear everybody laughing and
no, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, but she know his condition. It's just that simple. He don't process things like everybody else. She know that. So that's why his answers is like that. That's why I'm here with him.
Okay.
Okay. I asked him. He said the guy told him to throw him the keys. He can't process that if he threw the keys out the window to this guy, that is going to break her remote. And then she started, and so now I felt.
Did you ever talk to the guy? Do you know him?
I don't even know the guy. I don't know the guy. I know her son. I'm in a motorized chair. I rode up, and her son and the guy was at her car, and the alarm was going off. And I'm like, Jonathan, what's wrong with the car?
You happened upon the scene?
Yeah, I came. But he didn't tell me that he threw the keys out the window, that the remote broke. He just said that the remote is not working. And it wouldn't. I kept pushing. I said, well, I thought maybe it might have been the battery. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know the situation until
So
afterwards.
you ended up having to tow the car, and then a new remote start is $537, and you feel he should pay it because he threw the keys out of the window.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just ask you, why isn't Manny here? I need Manny to contradict the testimony that he's giving, that it was Manny's instruction for he doesn't go find your keys and throw them out a window with nobody saying anything to him. If you brought me Manny, I could cross-examine Manny.
Manny doesn't live in Peekskill. He's no longer in Peekskill. I called the residence that he was at. I even went up here before I even filed the claim. I went up there. I didn't file this.
What about your son?
My son is watching my kids.
Oh, come on. You could have somebody else. You could have her. She's not doing anything. Have her watch your kids and have your son here who's a witness.
I asked Jonathan to come. Arthur.
Who do you think's a better witness to the throwing of the keys, her or your son?
My son.
Right. So
Okay?
why did you make the decision to bring her instead of your son?
Because I asked her would she come, since she was also there on the training. I asked Jonas.
See, here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried you didn't bring your son because then he'd fold like a cheap suit under cross-examination.
No, I don't think so. If he could have came, Your Honor, if I had somebody else to watch my kids, I would have. She cannot watch my kids.
Why not?
Because she never has. She never's watched my kids before. Nobody. There's only certain people that watch my kids. Arthur is the one that usually watches my kids as well. Arthur is
How
my
old are your
son's
kids?
father. 4, 6. I got 2 6-year-olds, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old.
And I don't have the patience.
Not even for a few hours?
You know what? He knows he threw him out the window. Didn't nobody tell him to, Your Honor. And that's what I'm saying. And I even talked to him about it, and I said we can pay for it together. And he was like, okay at first, and then he was like, well, you need to pay me for babysitting. I said, that's no problem, because that's what I asked you to do anyway. It's just the point that you told me you threw him out the window, Will, so, you know, why do we have to go through this?
What is this about? There was an agreement between the two of you to split the cost?
Yes.
What happened there?
She spoke to me. She called me and told me that, because when it all happened, I felt that it wasn't fair that she would just go after him instead of going after all 3 of them that was all involved in the case. So then...
What? But you say there's 3 of them involved in the case?
I'm saying him and Jonas and this guy, Manny.
But he says Jonas wasn't there, so why is Jonas involved in the case?
I thought that because Jonas was downstairs with the keys and the remote when I came by.
Oh, I see.
So I thought that Jonas was there too because they was going to pick her up from the train. So I just thought it wasn't fair that she would just go after him instead of making all of them responsible for these keys.
Okay, now we're done. We're done. Let me explain something to you. First of all, he's entitled to $40 for babysitting.
70.
He says it's 40.
It's 70, because that's what I told him I would pay him for watching my kids.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Look at me. Maybe he shouldn't be watching your kids. Has that occurred to you? Maybe he shouldn't be watching.
Okay.
You hear me? Okay. That's because you're not answering me, so I didn't know if I had to keep repeating myself. I think that whoever tells him to throw down the keys is responsible, and I think that the person who throws down the keys is also responsible.
Me too.
Okay? They're both responsible because he shouldn't be watching 4 little kids. Stop and listen to me.
Okay.
If you're telling me, well, Judge, but he can't process that, then he can't process when a 2-year-old's choking. Everybody picking up what I'm putting down here?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. It won't happen no more because it was never a problem before, and the mother knows about it. So
okay, so here's what's going to happen.
Right.
When you folks send Manny over to get the keys, Manny becomes your agent. That means that whatever he does is on you because you picked him. And I believe that he got lazy and told the defendant to drop the keys. So it's both their faults. Manny for asking him to, and him for obliging. Since Manny's your agent, half is on your side and half is on the defendant. But Manny's not here, you're not suing Manny. So the only thing I've got to deal with is his half of things. His half of things is $326, minus the $70 you say you owe him for babysitting is $256, verdict for the plaintiff. That's my net judgment for the plaintiff. That's my verdict.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's find out how you feel about the verdict here. So it came in, right? And the judge decides it's half your fault and half the fault of the person on the sidewalk who called for the keys. You think that's fair?
Yes, that's fair.
Right. And the judge also said that you're entitled to your $70 for babysitting.
Yeah.
So that's the decision. All right.
The $70 came about because that's what she said it was all he owed her for the car. The $600-something was something different.
Well, you all still friends and all?
She's my nephew's mother.
Okay.
We good.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
If you're all good, I'm good. We're all good. All right, step on in here. You can get as loud as you want out here.
Hi.
How you doing?
How are you?
You're not that loud. You said you were loud. You're not loud.
Oh, well, okay, I'm controlling it.
Well, are you upset about the ruling? You good with it?
No, I'm
Half and
absolutely
half?
fine, yes.
Okay.
Because the bottom line is, okay, you're responsible regardless. If you didn't throw him out the keys, I wouldn't have had to go through the issues to tow my car, to get another one replaced and all of that. So I just wanted to make it clear that right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter what. So everybody came out okay.
Somebody else who wasn't here, you didn't bring your witnesses.
Correct.
Was also half wrong.
Exactly, and they are halfly going to pay as well.
Harvey.
Hi, Harvey.
Okay, I gotta say, I mean, she kind of nailed it, that just because somebody tells you to do something does not absolve you of negligence if what they're asking you to do is stupid. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
When cool, creamy ranch meets tangy, bold buffalo, the whole is greater than the sum of its sauce. Say howdy, partner, to new Buffalo Ranch sauce. Only at McDonald's for a limited time.
At participating McDonald's.
This is the plaintiff, Scott Goldstein. He says he and the defendant were in a band together, and the guy also rented his condo down by the beach. Once the defendant quit the band, however, he stopped paying rent. He also stole stuff from him when he moved out, ruined the paint job in his condo, and owes him for the unpaid utilities. He's suing for $2,135, the amount owed. This is the defendant, Michael. He says once he quit the band, the plaintiff demanded $5,400 from him for first and last month's rent. He told him he'd gladly pay if he drew up a lease they could both sign, but the plaintiff refused because it was an illegal sublet. After that, he moved out. The plaintiff stole his equipment, told him to eat doo-doo, and here they are. He's accused of letting the music die. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,035.08 for his stolen band equipment.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. These litigants were in a band together. The defendant rented the plaintiff's condo, didn't pay rent, and stole stuff. But the defendant says the condo was illegal. It's the case of band member on the run.
Scott Goldstein, you are suing Michael. You've asked to be referred to only by your first name for $2,135 in rent and various charges about the way he left the apartment without paying. You have a counterclaim against him for $3,035.08 for numerous pieces of electrical equipment that he is holding hostage because you won't pay him the rent. Okay, what's going on?
The defendant, I was in a rock band, and the defendant came in as a singer to the band.
Okay.
And through conversation, I was talking about how I had an apartment that was available.
All right, this is where?
In Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
And he was interested in renting the place for $1,350 a month. And we agreed, and he had paid me in advance, and as well as he moved in. He was supposed to move in March of 2012. He asked me, can I move in a little bit early? I said, you can. So he started moving stuff in February, and he started paying me a little bit of sums, a little bit.
Okay.
So he had said he was out of work. So if he needs some help can I pay you a little money here, a little money there, and once I get my job, I'll be able to pay you the first of the month every month. So I was a little nervous, but I agreed to do it, figuring he had money he was ready to give me. Plus, we're in the band, we collect money, and he said I could take the money from his share of the money from whatever we received. So
how'd that work out for you?
At first, it was okay.
Okay.
He was paying at first.
At first is March.
In March.
Then April?
In April, I had to start chasing after him for money. I had to start, hey, defendant, I need some money. I'm having problems with work. I'm not getting my checks on time. Okay, I need to get the money. And then by the time May came around, we were starting to fall behind.
According to you, he owes you May. He's paid up for April, right?
That's correct.
And he owes you the entire month of May.
That's correct.
All right. What happened in April? Did the band break up, or he?
He left the band in April.
He left the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He texted me after a show, and he said it's not working out, and I'm going to leave the band.
Texted you?
I have all the texts.
What are you, 5? You're going to break up with your band and you don't do it face to face?
We actually did that night. Before the show was over, I said, this is the last time. And then I had a conversation with him the next day and said, look, the band is one thing. I'm renting this. We had an agreement for $1,350 a month. That's one thing. And
Did
this
you
is
pay
another
May rent?
thing. I did. I didn't pay him May rent.
Okay.
I sent him a text after the middle of April. Well, he wouldn't contact me. So I told him, I said, in April, he decided he wanted first month's, last month's, and equal deposit, which was not the deal.
Once you were no longer in the band?
Exactly.
Okay, you decide that you can't do that?
It's coming.
You move out when?
It's coming the 1st of May. This is in April. I started sending him a text. I said, what was with the band is different. If you want me to stay here and you want the 3 months deposits, I would love to stay here. And I have text that his lawyer sent to me. I said, if we're going to do this, I need a lease. Not only does it protect you, but it protects me. And he told me, he said, I can't do that because I will lose my homestead tax exemption.
Do you take homestead on the place you rent?
No, that's not true.
Do you have that in a text?
I sure do.
Fork it over.
Yes, and this is another one here after the 24th.
Yeah, I want it in the phone, actually.
Let me find. I don't have it in the phone. Actually.
What do you have it in?
These are texts that when he decided he wanted to
what form do you have it in so I know if it's trustworthy? I don't know what you're...
It's from his lawyer that sent me, and his lawyer sent me all the texts.
His lawyer? Wait a minute.
His lawyer sent this to me.
Let me see. Let me see.
You know which one?
While he's looking for that, are you holding his equipment hostage?
Absolutely not. He can come pick up his equipment.
Oh, well, that's settled. How come he hasn't been able to pick up his equipment up to now?
There's been conversations.
Because I see in your complaint where you say, I told him he could get his equipment when he paid me my rent. So that is what we call hostage.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And in the beginning, it was like, but before I had text messages as well between him and even my phone as well.
Right. You can't hold his equipment hostage.
Okay.
Have you figured that out so far?
I was advised afterwards, and...
Okay, and your lawyer told you, what are you nuts? You can't do that. That's called theft. All right, so now my question to you is, how are you going to get that equipment?
I don't know.
Are you two civil with each other?
I haven't talked to him till today.
Can you be civil with each other? Or who's that nice man right there?
This is my friend Mark. He was actually in the band.
Mark is going to help us out, and you're going to make arrangements afterwards with Officer McIntosh so we can figure out how to get that stuff back, right? All right. All right, so that takes care of the counterclaim. Let's talk about May rent. You agree that, when did you leave? And why did you leave?
I left because
Did he give you anything for me to look?
He did not.
Oh, what happened after all that?
I can't find that in there where he made that
Okay, hand it over. I'll look while you're talking. All right, so when did you leave and why did you leave?
I left on May the 19th. I mean, it was May 9th. And the only reason I left was because he wanted all the deposits with no lease, and I told him I couldn't do that without a lease.
Why do you have his TV in storage?
There's a text in there when I left the property, I broke the connector off, and there's even a statement in there telling him that I had it, and I sent it to the repair shop. When can I bring you your TV? That I did take it, and I.
Oh no, really? Because that's what I'm reading is we can exchange what you took. That's what I'm reading, because both of you are like overly testosterone than nobody. All right, you can't keep his TV either. So where's the where's the TV now?
I have the TV.
Okay, good, because you're going to be returning it to him. So you win on that. Now, let's go through things that are just silly. Comforter for the bed.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Just a moment, sir. Comforter for the bed.
I don't use other people's
Well, he has a
laundry.
text where you say that you use the comforter to wrap the TV or some such nonsense, right?
He had some sheets there.
I used the comforter to transport TV. That's what you said, not some sheets there. I used the comforter to transport TV. Do you have the comforter?
I have some sheets. I don't have a comforter. But I'm more than likely to buy him a comforter if he needs one now.
Well, I don't know. I just, whatever you use to transport the TV, return it to him. All right? You're suing for cleaning and repainting the walls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Prove to me that you are entitled to $200 in cleaning and $200 for repainting the walls.
Well, I don't have after he painted. I have the before pictures, but he had painted. I had cans of paint in the apartment, and he had taken the cans of paint, and I had a scheme where two separate colors, very close, but they're two different colors. And he changed it, and I had to go back and put it how it originally was.
I just need you to prove what you're saying. So show me what he did wrong.
I didn't take pictures after I painted it.
What's the deal with the paint?
When I moved in the apartment, the apartment was leaking from the roof from the apartment above, so that was all kind of leaking and stuff. So they were doing work in there, and he did have some paint that he was going to paint the building.
Did you have permission to paint?
Yes, I do. And there's a text where
But what did he do? According to you, he just used the wrong paint?
He did not have permission to paint.
There's a text in there where you'll see where we're talking
Find
about
it.
the paint. It's in. You have it in there. And it talks about where I was like, I'm painting the building. It's looking good. I just had the tiles, the grout finished and stuff.
Did you have him do tile work?
No, I had the tile cleaned, and I had the. There was a part in here where the.
Show me any text between the two of you regarding paint.
Okay, let me find it.
While you're looking for that, may I ask you a question, Mr. Goldstein?
Yeah.
What happened in the band that caused him to want to leave, or did you guys force him out, or what?
No, there was leading up to it. There was an attitude going on where he showed up to a gig late and gets on stage and starts behaving strangely. At other practices, didn't want to do certain songs or didn't want to cooperate properly. And we were at a show, and he and I had an argument on stage about a particular song, and he said that this is it. And then after the show, I got the text message, I'm out of the band. But at that point, Mark and the drummer in the band, we kind of had figured that something was going on.
Oh, who's Mark?
This is Mark.
Oh.
And that's.
Are you friends with Mark?
Yeah.
Were you surprised to see him on that side of the table?
Yeah, I didn't know he was coming.
So is it smart for band members to make long-term deals with each other?
I'm gonna have to say no. Like, from my past experience with my friend Justin Bieber, he is like a diva on his own, so I can only imagine if he had a band behind him.
Your friend Justin Bieber, if it's true, we'll talk. Huh?
Yeah, we hang out. It's like a thing. I'm also gonna bring you up next time and be like, my boy.
Wait. You're not really being serious, are you?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay. What do you think? Band members make long-term deals?
I don't think so.
I think that's probably a bad idea, going inside the courtroom.
So, and you were here as moral support or a witness?
As a witness.
What are you a witness to?
You gotta come up
Stand
to the
up,
mic.
please.
To the mic, please. Thank you. More moral support, but he asked me to comment on anything pertaining to the PA system.
Oh, go ahead. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. All right. So there's a text from him to you. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I have been finishing painting. Looks good. But the reason for text is there's another seam coming undone in the carpet. I can do the hardwood floors just as cheap as the carpet. None of the replacing of damage that happens with carpet. Just a thought. And you don't say, wait, you have no permission to paint.
At that point, what was I going to do?
I don't know. One thing you could do is sit, because this makes it sound like this is something that you knew about and that there's no problem with. So if you'd had a problem with it, one thing you could do is say that you had a problem with it.
He never asked my permission. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
But the way he says it kind of implies that you've talked about it before.
Your Honor,
did he do it wrong, or are you just the colors?
Yeah, it's the colors. But I do have texts from him where I tell him I need to get in there and I need to paint the walls. And we even talk about the equipment, all the painting equipment, how I need to get in there. And he says, I'm really sorry, I'm working late nights and you can't come in the morning. And we tried to make arrangements, and finally he just painted it on his own. But like I said, he painted it different than how I wanted it painted without my permission.
And what did you do to correct it that you want to charge $200 for?
I went and I painted it back to the way it originally was.
What was paint doing there if you didn't want the thing painted?
I had it in a closet in storage. In the back closet I had it.
Okay, I'm not buying that. All right, the cleaning. Do you have pictures of the filth that he left behind that would justify?
No, I didn't take pictures of it. I just
that you're never, as a landlord, ever going to get $200 in cleaning unless you can prove that he left the place dirty. Did you leave the place dirty?
No, you're.
That's because that side will always say that, and then the onus is on you to show the filth, which is super easy. You have a telephone?
I do.
You do? Like one of those little,
smart ones?
Wireless ones that actually
smart.
take pictures and stuff? Okay, they're not just for naughty pictures. They're also for evidence. You have a car accident, snap it. You see filth that costs you $200 to clean, snap it. All right. The electric bill, I need that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was supposed to bring the electric bill.
I mean, do you think I'm like really demanding? Because my needs are so simple. I'm not like a very I just want you to prove the things that you are suing for. You can't just say I have no evidence on each thing I ask you for. All right. Do you agree that you owe $15 balance on an electric bill in April?
No, ma'am.
Okay. That's gone. But You do agree that you never paid May rent, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You owe $1,350. You owe him that TV that you need to return.
I was not there the whole
What I
month.
didn't understand, I don't care, because you're supposed to give 30 days notice. So once you stay, you live day one. Listen, this is the law. You live day one, you live the month. Because he can't get a renter the next day after you left. I'm not going to prorate May unless that was an agreement you had, which you clearly had no agreements. Now, let's discuss the TV. What did you say was the reason you took the TV to a repair shop?
The connector where the cable goes into it broke off. So
Did you get that fixed?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor, I did.
So you're going to return the TV, return the bedding, and on your counterclaim for all of the equipment, he is going to return it to you. I do not want either of you to leave this courthouse until you arrange with Officer McIntosh for the big transfer. Okay? Good luck to everybody. Are you singing in another band?
Yes.
And did you get another singer?
I did.
Okay, everybody's
Can I
happy.
ask one question?
Yeah.
What do I do if I get there and all the equipment is not there that I need?
You have another lawsuit in front of a different judge on another day.
Okay.
But I can't possibly pass on that now because that hasn't happened yet. You understand? It's not right. Okay, good luck, folks. Which is, of course, the same for you with the TV. And the comforter.
Well, the singer's out first. The defendant in this case, you're going to go pick up your stuff.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to return the TV.
Yeah.
Okay. So you satisfied with how this comes out finally?
I don't really think I owed rent, but if that's the law, that's the
law. What happened on stage that would break up a band, right? Was it in front of an audience?
Well, Mark was even there with me. It was in front of an audience, and he just
audience is watching.
Yeah,
what happened?
Well, some vulgar stuff, and he's like, "We're going to do something."
blows,
Yeah,
bass
he's
singer.
like,
There might have been a girlfriend riff there.
No.
This is happening on stage?
Yeah, well,
really?
The girlfriends were there, and there's kind of
right.
problems there. So.
What are you guys? One of those punk rock bands?
Yeah, alternative. Yeah,
that's part of the act.
No, he's a little overboard with it.
All right, head right down this way. This way. All right, come on in. Are you satisfied how this wound up for you?
I was hoping for a little more, but I'm glad that I'm going to at least get the rent money back.
Mm-hmm. What kind of a story is he giving us here about what happened on stage?
I don't know. It started. He argued with me. I argued with him.
About what?
It was some silly. One of the people in the audience wanted to hear a song that we've already played, and she said it would be very special to her if she heard the song. So I said, play the song again for her. What's the big deal? No, I'm not going to play it. Let her get on stage and play and let her sing the song. So that's where the argument started.
Is he a big star or something?
I think his head is.
Yeah. Okay. Harvey.
Here's the deal. You cannot hold somebody's stuff hostage because they owe you money. The only time you can do that if you have a lien on the property. Otherwise, you can't say because they owe you, you're going to hold their stuff. It's illegal. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo.
There's no Milo here.
Who picked up my son from school?
Streaming only on Peacock.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the 5 of us.
So this was all planned. What are you gonna do?
I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
All Her Fault. A new series streaming November 6th only on Peacock.
This is the plaintiff, Steven. He says he purchased a bike and a bike lock from the defendant's shop, and the guy sold him a defective product. He was very specific about the lock being bolt cutter proof, and sure enough, the chain was cut and his bike was stolen. The bike shop lied to him about the quality of the lock. The guy's responsible for the money he's now out, and he's suing him for the $760 he's owed. These are the defendants, Harold and Sang Choi. They say the plaintiff's trying to sue them for a lock they sold him, but it's the manufacturer that guarantees it, not them. They don't make the locks. They would never go out on a limb and say something was theft-proof unless they could back it up and did nothing wrong. This lawsuit's ridiculous, and they think the judge is going to agree. They're accused of causing a guy to lose his bike.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought a bike and a lock from the defendant, says the lock was not as advertised and the bike was stolen. The defendant says the manufacturer was responsible, but not them. It's the case of locks and schlegels.
Okay. Stephen, you've asked us to refer to you only as Stephen. You are suing Grand Juvenile, represented by the owner, Sang Choi. And the son, Harold Choi.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. For $760, $540 of it, your time off from work, $200 of it a bike, and $20 a lock and chain that you apparently bought from them and didn't work out so well for you. So you feel like they should pay all of your damages. What happened?
Hi, Your Honor. November 4th, I went to Grand Juvenile. I've had a customer relationship with them. I saw a bicycle in their shop that I liked. I asked them if I could road test them. I left a deposit for the bike. I road tested the bike. I loved it. I gave them the money for the bike. And then I explained to them that I made them a specific request that I need a special type of lock that cannot be cut by bolt cutters, the chain and the lock.
Because?
His son, because
nobody wants their bike stolen,
no,
but you had a
prior to that,
problem.
I bought 2 recreational bicycles, one from Walmart and one from Sears. And those 2 bicycles were stolen within 6 months of me purchasing.
Where do you live?
In the Bronx.
All right.
I made that specific request, and his son went to the display counter and pulled out a lock. I think it had the Icon brand on it. And I said, is that lock going to protect me from bolt cutters? And they said, yeah. So then
Do you have the paperwork from that lock? Like the packaging or whatever?
No, all I have is the broken link from the theft, the police report, and I did a little further investigating to find out what type of locks is down in Chinatown. I see a lot of food couriers, because that's what I do. I do food courier. So I see a lot of food couriers with a special type of chain and lock. And I asked them, I said, what kind of lock is that? And they said it's an on-guard lock. I said, can that be cut by bolt cutters? They said, no, that cannot be cut by bolt cutters.
Why didn't you do the research before you bought the lock from them?
Well, because I've been doing business with them since 2009.
You're suing them for $760 because what happened is that your bike got stolen again, right?
Right, because
it got stolen how long afterwards?
A week and a half.
Oh my gosh, you poor thing, you have such bad luck.
A week and a half.
Oh, yeah. All right, so it gets taken again, and was the lock left behind?
The only thing that was left behind was the link that they cut.
So do you have anything to show me or no?
Yeah, here's the link. So after I took the police report from the theft, I got on the phone, I called Grand Juvenile, and I explained to him, I said, hey, that's not what I requested. And he said they must have used a special type of bolt cutters. I said, no, they didn't. I said, I'm a mechanical engineer from the United States Air Force. They used
If you're a
Nordies.
mechanical engineer from the United States Air Force, and I'm supposed to be impressed by that, then why did you buy this lock? I don't get,
No, I don't.
One or the other, pal.
No,
Either you can tell that could be cut by bolt cutters or you can't, I mean.
Well, can I finish what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I showed up the next day at Grand Juvenile to show him the link. And his son gave me an ordinary pair of bolt cutters, and I cut that link that's in your hand in 2 seconds in front of him.
Okay, so the defendant sells a lock. If it really wasn't as advertised and could be cut by bolt cutters, should the defendant be responsible for the cost of the stolen bike?
The defendant should not be responsible for the cost of.
Why?
Because it shouldn't have been cut. It shouldn't
have been cut, but it was cut by a thief. And the thing is, if he says it couldn't be cut by bolt cutters, why not charge the guy?
I mean, it's like, if you say it's like a guarantee that it's not going to get cut, it shouldn't get cut, period.
And if it does get cut, is the guy responsible for the bike?
Responsible.
I kind of am with you on this one, going inside the courtroom.
We never said it can't be cut by bolt cutters. I mean, like any chain lock can pretty much get, this is a lock, any chain lock can pretty much get cut by bolt cutters. He never specifically mentioned that. He wanted a strong lock.
Hold on. I heard you, now I'm hearing him. Go ahead.
They have cable locks, which are weaker, and then this is stronger. So we recommend this because it was stronger. He asked for a strong lock. Maybe.
But I made a specific request.
It's not your turn. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's, I think, case hardened
Is this the
steel.
one he bought?
Yeah, that's the one he bought.
Oh my gosh, this thing weighs
100,000
pounds. Heavy-duty hardened steel. Nylon protective sleeve cover protects against scratches. Heavy-duty shackle lock with 2 flat keys. Is there such a thing as a lock that doesn't get cut by bolt cutters?
Sure it is. No. It's right here.
I'm sorry. What language must I speak to you in? I have a plan. Okay, let me do my thing without you interrupting.
I'm sorry.
Is there such a thing as a lock that...
Some locks...
I guess the answer's going to be yes now, right? Because you couldn't keep quiet.
Some locks have a guarantee. The manufacturer makes the guarantee. No bike shop ever has a guarantee.
Do you sell any that has such a guarantee?
No, we don't.
All right, so now you have a product apparently that doesn't get cut with bolt cutters.
Yes.
Okay. And let me see the product because I'm
I
dying
have the
to see
video
it.
footage. I did the research, and this is the company that manufactures.
And how
the
much
lock.
did that cost?
That's $150.
And you paid $20 for this one.
Right.
Okay. And your premise in coming to court, and I know you're tired of getting your bike stolen. I understand you're frustrated. But your premise on why they have to pay you for your time, your bike, and your lock is that they lied to you. That's your premise, that they lied. They misrepresented.
They did lie. They misrepresented
How are you
their
going to
product.
prove to me, watch this, did you ever tell them that couldn't be cut with bolt cutters?
No.
So how are you going to prove it? Because when I look at it, it doesn't say anything about guaranteeing anything. So
on the packages there.
no, I'm not
on
talking.
mine.
I'm not talking about the 150. The lock that cost 7 times the amount you paid that you ended up eventually. The lock that cost as much as a bike that you ended up finally investing. And I know that
Ma'am,
one.
if I made a specific-
Listen to my question. How are you going to prove? Do you have the paperwork from the sale of the lock where they might have written a guarantee?
No, they did not give me a written guarantee.
So it is your word against theirs about whether or not they ever guaranteed to you that you could not cut this with a bolt cutter.
Right. But I feel.
Right. How are you going to prove then that there was some guarantee, which is what you must prove?
That's tough to prove, but
it is.
I think they know what they said. They know they misrepresented a product that cannot guarantee.
Oh my God! This thing weighs 500
They cannot
pounds.
guarantee the security of my
You ride
bicycle.
the bike with that?
What?
You ride the bike with that now?
Yeah, the bike can handle the weight.
Okay. So other than you saying did two. You don't have paperwork proving a warranty. You don't have the packaging proving a warranty. They deny they ever gave you such a warranty. Their premise is you should be suing the manufacturer anyway if it didn't live up to the manufacturer's warranty. I find in favor of the defendants in this case.
The plaintiff has failed to prove that the lock he bought contained a warranty from the defendants that it wouldn't get cut. So what's your feeling on this outcome?
I feel I got the short end of the stick, but at the end of the day, I explained my end of the case. It didn't work out in my favor.
It turned out to just be your word against theirs without any real proof of a warranty.
Right. So at the end of the day, it didn't work out again.
What do you expect for $20?
Well, I expect that if a customer goes into a store and he makes a specific request and that store can't honor that request, then they say, sorry, sir, I can't sell you this lock. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm. This one's working? Your bike's not getting stolen with this one?
I don't think it will.
Okay. Good luck.
All right.
All right, right down this way. All right, so come on in here. Do you think that lock that he has right there could get chopped off?
I don't know. I think some of them have guarantees, but they won't guarantee in New York also. There might be a specific New York lock, but no, I mean...
What do you think he was trying to do? Is he making this up?
I felt bad for him, he got his bike stolen, so he didn't know who to go to, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's
All
trying
right.
to...
Last word.
Okay.
Hurry up.
He bought the bicycle and chain.
I know. We heard all that in the court, and you won already, so you don't have to do the same thing here.
Now one.
Take it with you.
Wait.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Harvey?
So if you're getting a warranty from somebody, make sure that you get it in writing. Somebody can say anything they want to you, but you can see from this case how useful an oral warranty is.